Hello everyone, it's May 17th, 2021. So this specific video is regarding speculation and momentum. As we see in a lot of markets, through experience now, especially through the January, the Reddit frenzy, we could definitely see by following tickers that speculation and momentum move stocks more than fundamentals. Now, that doesn't mean that that you have to go away from fundamentals, because in the long run, if you're investing over time, the formula, the recipe is not to just go after speculation momentum. So I want to try to go over a couple of ways that you want to take advantage and see the momentum of speculation. Because just like I was saying in other videos, a sign of a correction, because momentum moves the markets, is like maybe 2 or 3 days of 2 or 3% on the NASDAQ is a sign that it's coming. The same thing with momentum. But with momentum can't be measured, so that's why, like, for me, I don't personally play too much with speculation momentum, and when I do, it's very, very brief. It's probably within just a couple of hours. A worst case scenario, the day. Like, I rarely buy a momentum stock and play it on momentum overnight, because like I said, like, there's no possible way to tell what's going to happen the next day. And I'm going to give you a perfect example of today of a stock that I was actually trading today, and my elite group was trading today a little bit. Not just me, a few of us were trading it today, where just a few weeks ago it was almost $12. So that stock is CLOV, Clover Health Insurance, CLOV. A few weeks ago, when the Red Army took over, it traded close to 250 million shares. For a whole week, it was hot. They all loved it. There was news and information about it being highly shorted, which it is still shorted. Some of the information was not accurate, but look at what happened to the stock. The stock was around $7.50, $8, and just took off to 11 or 12. It more than moved. It almost doubled within a week. But where's it at? I bought today at $7.10, one lot, and I bought another lot at $6.75. So, and you could take a look at the charts. Right now it's May 17th. So this is within 2 weeks. It dropped from 12 to under $7. So what you want to do with momentum and speculation, and I have other posts, but I'm going to write another post about it. You want to take advantage of speculation momentum, but try to do it for the short term, within an hour or 2 hours, and worst case scenario, do it by the end of the day. So I didn't want to offend anyone by this video also, because you could make more money on momentum speculation. I've never said that you can't make money on the Reddit infused rally, but it's a gamble. So as long as you know it's a gamble going into it, that's okay. If you decide to hold out for more, hey, more power to you guys. I want everyone to make money. But for ultimate traders on Reddit, I want you guys, especially with my elite group, to notice when the stock is just being fueled by speculation momentum, and to take advantage of it and make a quick trade. Now, if you decide to hold it, it's because you guys know, that it's a risk, it's a gamble. Me personally, like, especially like my elite group or anyone that's been following me on Reddit since the end of January, when I joined on January 27th, they can actually see, like, the stuff that I trade, I actually don't gamble. I mean, like, people on the street, people even on Reddit are saying that I gamble, I take a risk, I lose, like, I'm exaggerating. No. In 2020, I lost in one round. Last week, I was willing to take my first loss of 2021 on a stock that, a tech stock. We've actually been trading it for weeks. I don't want to mention it because I think a few of us still have it. So I don't want to say anything really bad about that ticker. The good thing about that ticker is the company has $50 million in cash. And right now the company is worth about $100 million. So that's a good thing. The bad news is the company has declining sales. The company is losing money and has a cash burn rate. But they should have at least 18 months, a year and a half to figure it out. But I don't want to be there for a year and a half. So I was willing to take a loss. And on Friday, when the market was going nuts, I was able to sell it for a profit. So the whole point of that is I don't take risks. I don't gamble. Even when I buy stocks to speculate, stocks that I like AFRM, or VRM, I made money on. So when the market is good, I'll speculate. I'll buy stock with high PEs or no PEs with serious growth, but only when the market is hot. Because when the market is hot, it doesn't matter if the company has earnings or not. Someone's going to come in and bid it up. So some of the things that I told some of my elite traders and ultimate traders, I think I have posted about it also, but I'm just going to do like a quick recap on here. So anything, if it trades, let's say it trades 1 million shares normally the last 30 days. If the first 30 minutes by 10 a.m. it trades close to 1 million shares, the probability that it's going to be up is 80%, 85%. Because in the way we are, most of us are bullish. So 1 out of the 6 times a stock will be down. But normally if a stock has heavy volume, you're going to be able to make a profit today and quickly. And it's something that I would say you want to look at the level 2s. So that's one indicator. If at 10 a.m. the volume is already at the regular. Now let's say it's midday, because this actually happened with CLOV also a few weeks ago. The volume was at 3 million, like around 1 p.m. Some news came out not soon after, and from 3 million it doubled within half an hour. That's a sign that people are going into the market, that the level 2s are going crazy. So what that means is you can go in with the speculation, with the momentum. You take a look, if you can, at the level 2s. You see if there's a lot of buyers. If there are a lot of buyers, a lot more buyers than sellers, and you too could jump in. But like I said, come out quick. So how do I determine if a stock is speculative? So in my eyes, this is just how I see it. Not everyone. Remember, this is just how I view it. So if a company loses money, it is speculative. They do not make any money. So all we're doing is speculating. If the stock goes down, we're just hoping it goes up. The company cannot do anything to make the stock go up. If the stock is making money but barely, like at a break even, it is still speculative. If the company is making money but has a ton of debt, it is slightly speculative. Now, the only way to know all this is by looking at the financials. I know most people don't trade with the financials, but what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of speculative stocks out there. So my recommendation is, hey, if you're going to buy momentum and speculation, you can make more money off of it quickly, but be careful. Trade it, within the hour, within the minutes, but I don't recommend you holding overnight. Because look at CLOV. CLOV just a couple of weeks ago was 12, and now it almost 50% less in just a couple of weeks because they can't be measured. There's no way to say, that tomorrow or next week they're going to love the stock. If they love the stock, it's going to be in its own auction. So years ago, when I was a kid and I started trading, the NASDAQ was very tiny because it's computer, like electronically traded stocks. There was people on the New York Stock Exchange. So each ticker on the New York Stock Exchange had its own auction. So the reason why I'm saying this is you can have stocks that people love. That's separate from the world. You can have the NASDAQ down 500, the Dow down 1,000. But a speculative stock that people love can go up. Why? Because the people at that auction, the people at that store are oblivious to what's going on in the world. The world can be ending, but everyone that loves that stock keeps buying the stock. And this is an auction. So if you have 10 million, 12, 13 million, 13 million people going into the same stock, watching the same stock, it's going to go up because it's an auction. It's going to go up. So that stock has nothing to do with the market, because sometimes people are telling me, whoa, the NASDAQ was down 200 or 300, but this stock was up. Well, that stock is in its own place. You can have a war. If everyone is bidding up the stock and there's still a war, people are bidding up the stock because it's its own store, it's its own auction, and for whatever reason, they're bidding. So that's the thing with speculation momentum. Try to take advantage of quickly. What I regard as a speculative stock is companies that don't make a lot of money, but grow at least. I mean, if you have a company, you trade a company that doesn't make money and doesn't grow, if you're an ultimate trader, get out, because there's plenty of those too. There's one, I mentioned in another video, so I'm going to mention it now. MVIS. Okay, MVIS, I don't know what it's at right now, but before, a couple of weeks ago, it was a $3 billion company. $3 billion company. And the reason why I say this is because they had 450,000 in sales, not profits. They lost money. So in order to make that 450,000 in sales, they lost money. So they have no sales increase. They lost money, and the company was $3 billion. So that's speculation momentum, and get out. I mean, if you're ultimate trader, All right? Have a great night. Bye-bye.